Hello dear students, again we will have some extension to the previous videos of antenna. Here we will cover maximum gain and half power beamwidth formula. Further, we will try to have different types of antennas with their construction, how they are designed, and what is the radiation pattern. So, for most communication purpose, desirable antenna patterns should be highly directional with high maximum gain concentrated over a narrow beam width with negligibly small side lobe transmission, as we could have explored in previous video. As a rule of thumb, for all the antennas, maximum gain G and half power beam width phi b in radians. First is G is equal to rho a multiplied by 4 pi lambda square into a. So here a is the antenna aperture, that is cross sectional area of an conductor of a material that is used to design the antenna. D is the cross sectional diameter of that material. Rho a is the antenna efficiency factor. This rho a is dependent on the type of antenna and on how the antenna aperture is electromagnetically illuminated. This is how the EM wave is given to that antenna via transmission line. Note that the antenna gain is always proportional to the square of the carrier frequency and the antenna size, because in satellite size will going to play a crucial role, while the beam width varies inversely with frequency and its size. Again, size came in the discussion. Hence, the larger the antenna or the higher the frequency, larger is the gain and narrower is the beam width. So we can say for high gain antennas we can provide more signal strength to the user, and for lower gain antenna, that antenna can orient for higher angle, means it has a wider scope of coverage. So this is about this maximum gain and half power beam width. Maximum gain G is equal to rho a multiplied by 4 pi lambda squared multiplied by a, and half power beam width, because this beam width that we have seen is a measure of an angle over which most of the gain occurs, and gain pattern, which comprises of phi z and phi l, is merged into a single angle which is called as phi b, that is beam width, a measure of the angle over which most of the gain occurs. Phi b is equal to lambda divided by d square root of rho a. So at a fixed frequency the pattern becomes more directional as antenna is made larger. Next, satellite antenna patterns. Different antenna types are considered with their radiation pattern, with the gain, and obviously half power beam width value. We have seen the formulas. So antenna type is short dipole. How it is oriented? It has two major lobes back to back. Gain is 1.5 and half power beam width is 90 degree. Long dipole wherein length L should be greater than, very greater than lambda, or we can say lambda L is equal to lambda by 2. So here again we will get two major lobes back to back and some sort of side lobes. Keep in mind, we always want major lobe because we want antenna should be directional rather than unidirectional, because unidirectional antennas will add interference that we will address later. So for long dipole we have gain of 1.5 with 47 degree as a half power beam width, 1.64 another long dipole, 1.64 with 78 degree. Phased array, again we know array means what. There are number of conductors brought together and all will play a major role to decide type of radiation pattern. So here phase arrays are mentioned. It is nothing but use of the array in the antenna, in the satellite, is the advancement in the satellite technology. So phased array, again a 50 degree radiation pattern, beam width means. Next is helix. It's a helical antenna. You have studied in C1 with 52 degree as a half power beam width. A helix antenna produces a circularly polarized field, while a horn is generally used to produce linearly polarized fields. So next is horn type of antenna. So you can see at 0 it has a highest gain, that is of 13 dB, and at other ends horn has very low gain. So we would like to orient electromagnetic wave within this major lobe, which is distributed equally with respect to 0. Further, circulator and reflector, again how we are feeding that circulator reflector, that will decide the gain. So here we will get the gain as 17.6 dB, which is again distributed equally from mean position, that is 0. So here an array is a group of small antennas, we can say dipole, horns and helical, properly separated so that if a carrier is phase shifted and individually radiated from each element, the propagating fields will reinforce in some directions and will interfere with one another to produce a combined result, that is to produce a combined radiation pattern. So thank you very much.